The difference between a term and a whole life contract is quite obvious. Just like the name states, term is for a term, for a time period. It could be anywhere from a year to 20 years or 30 years, depending on your age. And a whole life contract, it's a contract for the entire life of a person. So it basically ensures that one day your family will be getting those benefits free of income taxes. Now the term would be a lot cheaper on a monthly basis. If we were to do a comparison between price and cost, term definitely has a lot lower cost, lot lower price on a monthly basis or annual basis. Now the cost would be a lot higher for a term, because if you end up outliving the term insurance policy, basically you're giving up the life insurance amount. It could be $500,000, it could be $1 million. On a whole life contract, however, those monies would be paid to your family. And if your whole life policy was a participating whole life policy and the dividends were used to purchase additional life insurance protection, you could be leaving a lot more than the amount of life insurance that you've bought. Besides that, there is a cash value component to the whole life policy, which is the values that you can access during your life. And it's not just a death benefit as a term insurance policy would be. A term insurance policy would be a pure insurance protection for just a number of years, specified number of years that you bought the insurance for. On a whole life contract, it's not pure insurance protection, it's insurance protection plus living benefits, which are called cash values, or in some cases they're called cash surrender values, but you don't necessarily have to surrender a policy to have access to the cash values of a whole life contract. And there may be additional benefits that you can add to a whole life contract that you can't do to a term policy. So it depends on the need for your insurance. If you need it only for a time period, just to protect your kids while they're growing, and you can't afford to have permanent protection, term would be the way to go. But if you can have enough funds to fund a whole life contract, I think that will serve more than one need for your family, and it will be a permanent wealth versus a temporary wealth.